I've already made up my mind.
Eden, babe, listen to me. I know you want to help those men and their families. I think it's a tremendous idea. I just don't see why you have to be involved with Lydia Saunders to do it.
You know, you always say that you don't think one person can really make a difference. Well, Lydia Saunders is a television star. I mean, she's got an audience behind her.
That's right, and she slants every story for her own purposes.
She's trying to help people.
You know what this is going to do to your father?
My father knows that I stick up for what I believe in, even if I'm opposing him. Which you also know. So why are you so dead set against this?
I'm against her using you, and as sure as the sun comes up, Lydia Saunders is going to do just that.
And so what? And so what? That's exactly what I want her to do if we can help these people. Hey. I know that you think that I jump into things sometimes and I don't think. But I promise you, I am not doing that this time. Okay? Race you home.
You win.
Hi. Hey, hope I'm not late.
Oh, no, I just finished having a breakfast meeting. What was it you wanted to see me about?
I want to help you with your story on the families of those men that my father laid off.
I don't think that's going to go over too well with your dad.
Lydia, it goes over well with me. I think it's very important that somebody should help those people.
You really do care, don't you?
How could you look at them and see how they've been treated and not care?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Now, of course, this is all dependent on you accepting my help. And frankly, I don't really know where to start.
Well, just having you on our side is a big boost. Your dad stopped by this morning, and he's determined to do everything in his power to undermine the story.
I think there's one thing that I should make clear, and that is that I do disagree with my father. But it does not mean that I don't love him.
And I respect that. I have a great deal of personal admiration for your father myself. Let's see here. Well, you could go with us to... No, that would not be such a good idea.
What?
Well, this morning we were going to go to what remains of the factory where those men were laid off.
Well, I can go with you this morning, no problem.
No, there is a problem, Eden. You see, your father has threatened to have me arrested for trespassing if I step foot on his private property. Now, I don't think that this is something that you should get involved with.
No, absolutely. I would love to go with you this morning.
You're certain? This could get pretty ugly.
Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Well, I admire your spirit, Eden. Come on, let's go.
Eden was really excited when she left here this morning.
Oh. Yeah, well, she should be. She's off to save the world.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Not a thing. I think it's a great idea. I just think it's going to be harder than she thinks to make the difference she wants to make. Thank you.
Well, what about you?
What about me?
Well, it seems to me when you first joined the police force, you were pretty determined to make a big difference, and you did, mijo.
Yeah, well, not big enough, Mama.
Is that why you quit?
I don't know. It just got to the point where I hoped I could make more of a difference from the outside.
No one helps people more than you do, mijo. But I hear you and Kane talking about these cases, divorce settlements, insurance claims. I watch your face, and it's not the same as it was when you were on the street helping the people who really needed you, touching them, reaching out to them. Are you still happy?
Well, I must be happy. Look what I have. I think about the force almost every day, and I miss the streets. But what if something happened to me now? I have a lot more responsibility.
Well, you have a responsibility to yourself, too, son. Don't ever forget that. I mean, you have to do what you feel is right in your heart.
The case is finished, I told you, okay? It's closed.
Look, will you stop shoving me?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Steele.
What have we here, O'Brien?
Jensen, sorry, it's trespassing and harassment.
I think you can take the cuffs off these dangerous prisoners.
That's procedure, sir.
Hey, listen, I know about procedure. I'm a stickler for procedure.
You can stop running tape now, Corey.
So, you've been naughty girls, have you? We'll have to put you in jail and press charges, or I can take you to my office and spank your little behinds.
I know what my choice is. How about you? Jail.
Is it sure? I want this woman behind bars.
Now, what are you huffing and puffing
I am
about?
pressing charges against this woman.
What are you so scared of, Cece? You trying to protect your public image?
You come into this place, you start attacking my city, my home, and you expect me to stand still for it? Is that what you're saying?
Daddy, she's telling the truth.
This doesn't concern you,
Yes,
Eden.
it does.
No, it does not. It concerns Miss Saunders and myself, and she's just pushed me too far. Take the camera away from him because he was trespassing also. Get it away
He
from him.
was not trespassing. He taped the whole thing from a public street.
Do you believe what she's capable of saying?
I can imagine what she's capable of, but, take the camera, confiscate the film.
On what grounds?
Oh, well, I'll think of something, you know?
Hello there.
Well, what is this, a convention?
You know, darling, rumor has it that you have been arrested.
How did you know?
Oh, Brian told me.
Simpson, sir.
Oh, wait. You're arrested? You're pressing charge against my daughter?
Yeah, I was with her, Daddy, and I want to stay with her.
What are you doing with her?
What? Never mind. Let's take him to a cell.
No.
What are you, dropping charges?
I'm not pressing charges against my own daughter, you moron.
Listen, fool, either you pick or you choose. You know what I mean? They're both arrested for the same thing.
Excuse me. Listen to me. I will drop the charges if you stop helping this woman who's trying to ruin me.
Daddy, this is important. These people need help. If you drop the charges, Lydia and I will just go out there and get arrested all over again.
Okay. You want to cool your heels in jail with the woman who's using you? You got it. It's your choice.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be the first capital behind bars, and probably won't be the last. Take him away.
You lose double on that round, Cece.
Can you believe that woman?
Yeah. You know, Mr. C, you raised yourself one hell of a fine daughter. Excuse me.
You know, under these circumstances, I'd usually put you in a cell with a couple of wisecracking hookers, but I thought I'd spare them.
You're too kind.
You know, that's the word on the street. I don't usually prosecute simple trespass cases, but I decided to make an exception for you two. And if you ever want to throw yourselves on the mercy of the court, let me know. I mean, separately or both at the same time.
Talk about the sleaze factor.
Well, someone like Timmons can only help this story.
Well, at least we got the interview before we got arrested, right?
Yeah, a little editing, it'll be great.
Editing? Now, wait a second. I thought what Mr. Alvarez said was very moving.
Oh, it was. And when I get done with it, it'll be more moving.
Yeah, well, as long as the public gets the truth, that's what's the most important.
Let me give you a lesson in the new journalism, Eden. It's not the truth that's so important as the message you're trying to get across.
Hey, you know these charges. Excuse me.
I know.
I'm not going anywhere.
You know the way our legal system works? They could end up both, your wife and the pretty little lady, in jail. My job is to vigorously prosecute the law. You know that.
Well, then do your job and set the bail.
Oh, well, you know, I think it's going to take, 6 hours to set the bail. But it's okay. They'll have a clean cell. They'll have each other. Here comes your daddy-in-law. You can cry on his shoulder.
Get out of my way. Get out of here.
Mr. C, don't you think this has gone on long enough?
Look, I don't want Eden in there. This is her choice. What do you want
Well, I
from
don't
me?
know why you want Lydia Saunders in there either.
Because of the story she's doing on this town, that's why.
Well, if you don't like what she's doing, why are you helping her out?
I'm not helping her out.
Do you know how much publicity she's going to get if you don't drop the charges?
She doesn't want this kind of publicity.
Well, then why did she have her cameraman here recording the whole thing? You're playing right into her hands. And the fact that Eden is in the cell with her is the perfect hook for her story.
I'm not backing down.
Fine. Great. We know Eden's not going to back down either. I just hope you're ready for the headlines and the front page pictures.
I don't understand how you can think that the message is more important than the truth.
Because that's the way it is.
But that's what journalists were supposed to present, say, an objective picture.
Yeah. I thought the same thing when I first got started in this business. Then I realized I had the opportunity to change things. Now, that's not to say that you don't try to paint an objective opinion when you're covering a court case or politics. But in a situation like this, where the lines between right and wrong are so clear-cut, I'm going to paint the big guy as a villain and the little guy as a hero.
Why is it necessary? I mean, people can make up their own minds.
Well, it's necessary because the big guy's got enough money to fight whatever kind of an image I paint of him. Little guy's got nothing. When this story's over, your father's going to spend more money on public relations to improve his image than those men lost in wages in the last 18 months.
I guess I have a lot to learn about journalism.
Well, you're smart, you care. And if you want to learn, you'll learn. You're certainly welcome to stick with me.
Oh, that's not too bad for your story, is it?
Not in the least. Having you at my side only makes for better copy.
No more bread and water, ladies. I guess Daddy figures you've gone without makeup long enough. He's dropped the charges.
Damn it.
Open it up, O'Brien.
Gentle, disappointed, Lydia?
I'll get over it. And I won't forget you, Mr. Timmons.
I'll make sure. Just give me a little. Hi.
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 Angry with me?
Why would I be angry with you?
Well, I kind of ended up in jail, right?
Well, you stood up for something you believe in. You always do, one of the many reasons I live.
This is the first step, you know?
I know.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I can see that. You're all geared up to follow something that you believe in. I think it's great. It's a great cause. I sort of envy you, your participation in it.
Oh, come on. You've got lots of hobbies.
That's what I have, you jailbird, and let's get home.